They came out and made the plays they needed to make. And obviously we came up on the short end here. Injury update for you. Matt Milano, it's a knee and lower leg injury. I know it's not looking good right now, but I don't know any details beyond that at this point. And then Daquan Jones, it's a pec injury, and also not looking good at this point. But I'll know more in a little bit here. Time's yours.
There we've seen players today go off injured. It must have been really good for you to see Bob Miller take the field back again, and how much of a positive energy does he bring to that locker room and to when he is on the field with the team? Yeah,
it was, it's been a long road back for Von, and he's worked his tail off to get back here, and good to have him back out there with us.
What didn't work for you today, Coach?
Well, I think when you look at it, you got to start the game faster, number one. I think we started 3 and out, 4 and out, maybe 4 punts in a row, I believe. So we got to get started faster, and just the overall, getting the ball back to the offense sustaining a drive, right? Penalties, too many times shooting ourselves in the foot whether we're about to get off the field or we're starting to get into a rhythm offensively, and then we have a penalty or a negative play that sets us back. So just all in all, not good enough.
Sean, I know that you're a firm believer in next man up, but Matt Milano is a little different piece. When you lose him from that middle of your defense, what does that do in game in particular?
Yeah, it was a setback for us. We were confident in Dorian, who went out there, and then T-Dot was out there as well. So I applaud those guys, T-Dot and Dorian, going out there and not getting a lot of the reps during the week, but going out there early in the game and having to perform.
Ultimately, what is he? Matt covers so much ground and does so much. Just the dynamic that you lose when he comes out.
Yeah, that's the rapport that he has with everybody else out there. TB and then the back seven, together. They've got a rapport that they've built up over the years, and in particular this season so far. And so you lose that a little bit. But like I said before, we are confident in those other guys.
John, ultimately, you suffered a lot of injuries and setbacks today, but it felt like third down really hurt you on offense too. But certainly on defense, you couldn't come up with some plays on. They got 10 conversions.
Yeah, the rushing coverage have to work together, and it wasn't good enough today.
Sean, late in the game, looked like you turned to Jamarcus Ingram. Was there an injury to Kyrie Elam, or were you just trying to mix something up?
No, no injury to Kyrie. Just more situationally wanted to get another player in there.
Sean, what was the thought behind having Micah lined up against Calvin?
Yeah, that was a zero blitz, knowing we wanted to force to get the ball out based on the options that they had at their disposal at that point, third and medium there, and quarterback made a good play.
Coach, obviously a disappointing result for you today, but do you have a message for the fans that came out to
Yeah, super appreciative of the fans that came out. I know it's not the result we wanted, but Bills Mafia obviously was very present and made themselves heard today, so I appreciate that.
Sean, Josh used the terms, I think it was tempo and urgency, kind of a lack of both early in the game, and they finally found a groove late when they rallied. I think a lot of people would ask you, are you second-guessing at all the decision to fly over here when you did? Were they a little sluggish, and was that part of the issue?
Well, we'll see if whatever comes up down the road in terms of us coming back here, but we need to evaluate everything because I didn't feel like our energy was good enough early in the game. They had better energy than we did.
Sean, Kyrie Elam has been inactive until today. How important that lack of rhythm has been for his performance today?
Give me that again, please.
Kyrie Elam, the cornerback, has been inactive until today. How important you think that lack of rhythm has been for his performance?
No, when you're playing, you're expected to play and perform well, regardless of whether you've played or been active or inactive the week before, and guys have done that over the years.
Coach, for a big game coming up against New York next Monday night, how's the game plan got to change for coming against an important game?
Yeah, we're going to fly back tonight, watch the film on the way home, and learn from this, and we got to get ourselves back where we need to be. Fundamentally, we've got to get ourselves back. Let's just talk about throwing and catching, tackling, right? Those are the things that at the forefront of some of the reasons why we got the result we did today, and so we got to go back and make sure we're emphasizing that, and that along with just getting us in sync on both sides of the ball a little bit quicker, and then playing better complementary football all three phases.
Sean, what stood out to you most about AJ in this game today?
Yeah, he showed up. We were getting low on numbers there, and the D-line, we only, had but so many players down the stretch there. But I noticed AJ. I thought he performed well and gave great effort.
He's had some strong games recently. Do you think this is a level he's maintaining, or was today a step forward?
Well, I think he's playing confident football. I think he's mentioned that before. His confidence is at a different level this year, and that's showing.
Because of the result, it may go under the radar a little bit when Von Miller comes back. How nice was it to have him back in the lineup there to kind of solidify everything up front?
Yeah, Von was on a pitch count today, so we didn't have him, through the second half like we would hope down the road here. But it was great to have him back on the field, and you could just see him out there and his impact on the game.
You said you don't know what the plan is for coming back another time. Do you welcome playing here?
We would. Yeah, absolutely we would. We enjoyed just the opportunity to be over here. It's an honor to be selected to play here, and certainly appreciative of our hosts here in London.
Sean, 14 rushes for 29 yards. Could you see from your vantage point what Jacksonville's doing to the ball of the guys up?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we got to be able to win the line of scrimmage a little bit more. I think we had 29 yards rushing. That's not going to be good enough to win most times in the NFL.